Today we're going to be talking about the shadow self. What is the shadow self? Your shadow self is the dark aspect of yourself that we all try to hide from and push down and ignore because it is quote unquote the negative parts of ourselves. Today I'm going to explain why you should embrace your shadow side and love it because it is a part of you too. And in order for us to fully heal, we have to accept that part of ourselves. This is a very bad misconception in spirituality that everything is love and light, but the darkness is also a part of you. Without darkness, there will be no light, and without light, there would be no darkness. It is the yin yang, the duality, the oneness of it all is the polarity of the universe, which is that. And people have to accept the negative emotions that you have. Your darkness is a part of you. Your darkness is a superpower, believe it or not. Yes, there are people that live in their shadow in this world, and they do horrible things. Is it justifiable? No. But again, in society, morality is something that humans created, This is good, this is bad, don't do this. But in spirituality, there is no morality. In the spiritual world, morality doesn't exist. It just is what it is. And I feel like a lot of people in spirituality try to make things all positive, and the darkness is a part of you too. You have to master your darkness. You have to become best friends with the inner monster, the inner demons that you have. And I feel like, especially in religion, a lot of people blame it on the devil. Oh, the devil did this. It's the demons, it's this. But in reality, like I said in my other video, Soul Talk 2, at the end of the video, I was talking about how we're actually God and the devil at the same time because both of the polarities are within us. But I get like when people talk about the devil, they're talking about negative energy and things like that. But me personally, for the past weeks, like I've been really in my shadow self, like I've been healing myself and I've really immersed myself into the darkness. And I was afraid of it because I was being toxic positive for a while. And every time those negative emotions would come up, I would push it down. I would push it down. No, it's okay. I'm fine. Everything is good. Until I exploded, until those negative emotions took over me. And it's like, and how do I put this? It's like an example, like, it's like my inner demons were like nudging me on the shoulder and they were like, come on, let's go heal. Let's go into the darkness together. We can do this. And then I was like, no. But eventually it's like the darkness took over me and I immersed myself in the darkness for weeks. And it was a very hard time for me. And I thought that it would never end. And it was like this depression, dark night of the soul phase that I had. And now I've come out the other side. I'm at the other side, and it's like, I feel amazing. And it's like after all that crying and all that depression that I had, it was really a part of my ascension process to get to know myself in that deep way. And the part of me that I've been avoiding, all those insecurities, everything that came up in that moment, I had to heal. And I feel like now I have accepted my darkness completely as a part of me rather than feeling guilty about it. And, it's like when I feel negative emotions, I don't shame myself for it. I just feel it. And like I allow myself to feel what I feel now without shame, without guilt. I allow myself to fully immerse myself into the darkness because without the darkness, I wouldn't know my light. And once I completely get to know the both, I will completely get to know my entire soul. And it was a very deep healing process for me. And I feel like now I have fully accepted my darkness, I am not ashamed of it, And it's like instead of us trying to run away from those negative thoughts, negative emotions, immerse yourself in those negative emotions. Allow yourself to feel those negative emotions, And it's like, society judges bad behavior and it's bad, but in the end, it's still an emotion. Negative emotions are an emotion. If you feel mad, angry, sad, if you want to cuss somebody out, if you want to do something bad, I mean, obviously, you want to fucking kill somebody. I mean, there's consequences to that, but I mean, I shouldn't be that extreme. But I feel like even like the notion of killing somebody is also morality, because in the end, this physical earth is an illusion. This physical life is an illusion. We're not a body, we're a soul. Morally, it's wrong, but I mean, yeah. This goes back to the topic of karma that I wanted to talk about because I was looking at one of my spiritual teachers, Bobby Hemmett. Check him out if you've never heard about him, but he was talking about how karma doesn't really exist. And because we are the creators of our reality, karma doesn't really exist in the way that we think. That people think, oh, if I do something bad is going to happen to me. But he explained how, since we are the creators of our reality, karma is subjective of how you feel about how things are going to happen to you. So if I do something bad, if I'm like, okay, I killed this bug, I'm gonna get karma because I killed a bug. I'm gonna get karma because I literally affirmed it into the universe that I am. Okay, and I feel like that really changed my perspective because a lot of people think karma doesn't work like that. You, at the end of the day, you are the creator of your reality, and whatever you say goes. And remember how powerful and strong your words are an affirmation. Okay, so if you do something bad, you're not gonna get karma for it. If you don't believe in that shit, then you won't. Because how many people have gotten karma for what they did? Let's go back to slavery. White people enslaved black people for thousands of years. Where's white people's karma? White people are still thriving in this earth. They're still living. Where's their karma? You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like that's a very good example. And what about other people that do horrible things in this world? Have they gotten karma? No. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of fear around the dark side and your darkness. And I feel like don't be afraid of your dark side. You know what I mean? It's a part of you and you have to accept yourself fully and completely. And I'm not saying to live in your shadow or live in your darkness, but be completely integrated with your light and your darkness, And don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to be toxic. Don't be afraid to let out that monster once in a while, And here's the thing about toxicity. Toxicity is meant to be there to heal. That like those negative things, especially in relationships, toxicity comes up and exists for it to be healed. So it's like it's there for a purpose and a reason. And a lot of people think toxicity is bad, but that is actually there for a reason, and it's meant to be healed and transmuted. But a lot of people think that these negative things are bad, but be honest, from the negative experiences in your life, that's how you learned. That's how you learned things in your life. That's how you learned about yourself through negative experiences, And I feel like, yeah, like don't be afraid to be negative. Don't be afraid of the darkness, I am not afraid of my inner demons. I'm not afraid of my inner monster, And you shouldn't either, And it's okay to feel whatever you feel. It's not wrong, But it's also good to have self-awareness. I feel like self-awareness is key because it's like once you understand who you are in your darkness and your triggers and things that make you feel some type of way, you're going to understand yourself on such a deep level. So when you interact with others and people's shadow and darkness, you're going to understand people. Because when you understand yourself, you're going to understand others. And I feel like once I understood my darkness and my shadow, I understand that in other people. And I could connect to people in a different way and understand others because I understand myself and my soul. And yeah, with all that to say, do not be afraid of your darkness. Don't be afraid of it. Face it completely. Face your demons. Face that monster. Face it. Do not be afraid of it. Do not run from it. Do not run from yourself. Face yourself. Cry. Scream if you have to. Okay? It's okay, Like, for the past weeks, I've had a depressing past weeks. But it was a part of my healing, my ascension. And guess what? I'm grateful for all the pain that I went through. Because I'm on the other side and I feel amazing. And I feel more connected with myself. I love myself for who I am completely, okay? And it's immerse yourself in the darkness while you're there. Because on the other side, the light is waiting for you. That's all I really wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Peace.